Yay, let's try that again. Oh yeah, I had it set to that 1280 by 720 when this is a display capture, which of course my display is, 1920 by 1080. So I just ranted for like 10 minutes and went, "What?" So we'll make this short. Just wanted to show off what, some of the free animations that they gave us to put with your non-player characters. And here's a neat one I'll just start off with right here. So you get a guy with a hammer, right? Boom. And then you put a forge in front of him, right? And then when he slams it down, you have a little spark, right? Okay. And that would be one animation. You would walk by him and you would hear, you would have the sound get louder and louder as you come up to him, and then it decreases. You have distance. And that's just one little, example of how I would use such things, right? Um, you have, let's see here. What was that funny one I was looking at? I haven't seen this one yet. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Okay, where's that other one? It was the itch. Oh, here he is, scratching himself. Well, I don't know, boys. What do you think we should do? Oh, oh, oh! that was wrong. Okay, we may not include this video. I don't know here. Let's see here. And of course, your victory celebration. Yay! Just some more little things that I'm playing around with that I got other things that I got going on here too, so you might ask yourself, what's this? This is probably one of the best text uh, programs that's ever been developed from mankind. He made a version 5 that was made out of Java and everybody dropped it. But the version 4 of it, if you ever get a copy of this, you can program it to do all kinds of nifty little things, macros and whatnot. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I was just mucking around with all kinds of stuff. So you want to see how you pick. Here's a thing where you pick stuff up, right? So if there's something on the ground, there's your animation for picking up. I mean, they have enough. There is literally enough they have given everybody at the Epic Game Store, okay, or Epic uh, Unreal Marketplace, that you could make a fairly decent game given enough time. That's the main thing here, is that with the older hardware I have, it's going to take me forever. I'm actually just, what I'm doing with my current setup is that I'm just trying to learn, right, and become more proficient, right, so that when I do get some better hardware, then I'm going to just go boom, 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 boom. And I'll be able to do it with a lot of different aspects. There is a lot to learn, okay? Just people are going, oh, that's neat, that's neat. Basically, a lot of what you've seen is what they handed you, put it in here, and I figured out on my own how to bring it up on the screen there for you guys to have a look at, right? It's just to generate interest for, the channel and whatnot else too. Let's see here. Another thing is they've been given now that I know that all these packs that I've been grabbing that I thought I would only be able to use for a month, right? And then I'd have to buy. I was like making this huge list of, oh my god, it's going to cost me a bit of money, but wow, now it won't. So making a video game doesn't cost that much money. It's the time to make the video game that costs the money. Oh, and another one, while I put this out there, I was running around the internet, and I guess YouTube gave me one of those, those things they throw at you. Some Germans are about 10 days, 15 days ago, beginning of or so, 10 or so days, they made a YouTubers union. And at the time of that video, 15,000 people have signed up. And over 200,000 people as of today have looked at that video with an update. And The only problem I got with unions is we shouldn't need or require a union. Okay, and the reason I say that is most most of these nations have laws against abusing people. But the problem here is that in the last 5 or 10 years, it's been reversing all over the world. All those things my dad fought when he was in General Motors on the line, and they got all these good laws to protect everybody. It seems like they're going backwards with it all. And I mean, it's not just you know computer games; it's everything. Okay, so I may look at it, but the big problem I have is the second they start asking for like a monthly dollar or two from each of us to be part of the union, that's when somebody corrupt is eventually going to get in there and start playing with the money, right? And that's the big problem I have with it. And I think a proper way to go about that is if you feel like donating to the union, fine. If not, then um, whatever, you can have this set of services, like we'll give you consultations, but if people that give a buck or two or three or whatever it is, right, can if they need some legal whatever, then they got it, right, like an actual lawyer. Like these are a bunch of lawyers, so have to check this out a little more, make sure these people are legit, that it's not some kind of a scam or whatever. But anyway, it'd be interesting to see, because what I went through with the uh, copyright claiming was just downright malicious. Okay, it was, in fact, it is illegal what they did, both Activision and EA. Okay, embedding sound. Okay, here's how I know it's illegal. Okay, and how you could frame it. How come you allowed a guy with 15,000 subscribers to basically get away with it, right? And you have no problems and he's still going. Yet I do the exact same thing, playing the exact same game in the exact same way, and I got a bunch of claims, you see? And it was like 2 seconds or something that you can't stop the music on. And that's something I could see EA doing, right? Making a little 2 second clip and putting them in all their games. And then when they feel like whacking you, yeah. Anyway, the Activision stuff, I didn't tell anybody anything. I just went along and did all first 4 chapters of, or actually the first 3 chapters. Plus, I started off with the fifth chapter, which was the Necromancer edition, and so yeah, I had the cutscene in there, and I think there was some sound and music in there, and they didn't have a problem with that when they were both put together. As soon as you separated them, like cut them in half, that's when I got a claim. When I did, the next 4 chapters, and then it was at the end. I cut them in two and then put them one after the other, right? And that just shows somebody being weird, you know. Maybe I maybe the only thing I can think of there is that maybe they thought I was up to something no good by cutting them up. You know what I mean? But no, it just felt more natural to have them separated. They should have separated them in the first place. But anyway, um, yeah. Anyway, thought I'd let you see some of this, and this is the inside of the guts. You got all this stuff in here and all these things, and oh yeah, it gets fun. Yeah, see some of the mistakes I've done in this thing. Back over there. Anyway, take care.